Arsenal was 2 goals ahead and cruising. They were at the top of the league, playing the team in last place. This was supposed to be the easiest 3 points for Arsenal on their way to winning the championship. But this game was at Molineux, and under the lights, with rain pouring down, things got crazy. This wasn't just a draw, it was a total collapse. A huge statement and a brutal lesson all in one. A 2-2 result that felt like a massive loss for the Gunners and a championship win for Wolves. So, what just happened? Let's break down the 5 things we learned from this insane thriller. We are starting at the end because the last few seconds of this game were absolutely insane. It's the 94th minute and Arsenal is barely holding on to a 2-1 lead, and Wolves is throwing everything at them. A random ball gets sent into the box, but Matheus Mane, the goalie, David Raya, comes out to grab it. But so does his own teammate, Gabriel Magalhaes. They crash into each other, a total disaster, and the ball is loose. And guess who was there to grab it? 19-year-old Tom Edozie. It was his first ever professional game. This kid was only on the field for 10 minutes against the best team in the league. He just reacts, smashing a low shot at the goal. It was pure instinct. The ball bounces off a defender, Ricardo Calafiori, hits the post and then goes in. The stadium absolutely exploded. For Edozie, it was a dream come true. For Arsenal, it was a nightmare that keeps happening. Unbelievably, this was the third time this season a Wolves player scored their first ever Premier League goal against them. This wasn't just luck. This was a Wolves team that saw Arsenal was nervous and a teenager who took his once-in-a-lifetime shot. Before the complete disaster, at the end, this game was looking perfect for Arsenal, and it was all because of their best player in a new position. Bukayo Saka was the captain for the game and is about to sign a huge new contract, but he wasn't playing on the wing. He was playing right down the middle, and it worked instantly. Just 5 minutes into the game, Arsenal pulls off an incredible team play. Declan Rice gets the ball and chips a perfect cross into the box. Saka, moving like a ghost past his defender, dives and guides a perfect header into the net. It was an amazing goal from the captain that made it look like it was going to be an easy night. The goal was huge for him because he hadn't scored in a while. When he celebrated, he pretended to sign a contract, showing everyone he's staying with the team. For the first hour, you could not stop Saka. He was running the whole game from the middle. It looked like the coach's plan was genius. The problem wasn't the plan, it was that the team completely forgot how to play. In soccer, once a team gets going, it's hard to stop them. For 56 minutes, Arsenal was in complete control. They had just scored their second goal from Piero Hincapié, his first goal for the team, which was only given after the video referee corrected a bad call. Up 2-0 against the worst team in the league, the game should have been over. But 5 minutes later, everything changed. The ball found its way to Wolves defender Hugo Bueno outside the Arsenal penalty box. It didn't look dangerous at all. But then Ubemo cuts inside and unleashes an unbelievable curling shot that flew past the goalie and into the top corner. It was a goal from absolutely nowhere. Just one guy doing something incredible. It was also his first ever Premier League goal, and what a way to do it. That goal wasn't just a point on the board. It gave the players and the fans hope. Suddenly, the stadium was roaring, and the Arsenal players who were so calm before started to look scared. The goal completely changed the energy of the game and made up for Bueno's earlier mistake that led to Arsenal's second goal. It was the spark that started one of the biggest comebacks of the season. This game had so many big moments. What do you think was the biggest turning point? Let me know in the comments. Was it Bueno's insane goal or that crazy last second equalizer? Let's be real, this wasn't a random one-time thing. For Arsenal fans, this felt way too familiar. This wasn't just one collapse, it's part of a huge trend that could cost them the championship. This is not the first time Arsenal has lost a lead recently, and because of it, their once huge lead at the top of the league is shrinking. After this game, we are now just 5 points ahead of Manchester City, who have played one less game. The pressure is getting to them, and you can see the cracks. Arsenal currently are leading 2 points because Manchester City won their game against Newcastle. What was so scary was how scared Arsenal looked after going up 2-0. Instead of trying to score more, they just sat back and let Wolves attack them. They let them have the ball, get confident, and build momentum. They had this game won, but they couldn't close it out. This keeps happening, and it shows they might not be mentally strong enough. Maybe they are still haunted by losing the title last season. They have to fix this, and they have to fix it now. This game proves something we've seen a million times. No lead is ever safe. This was the perfect example. You had Wolves, a last place team that had lost most of its home games, about to get crushed again. For them to fight back from being 2 goals down was absolutely massive. They showed more heart than anyone. Instead of giving up at 2-0, they dug deep, survived, and got stronger as the game went on. They were organized, they had spirit, and when they got their 2 big chances, they took them. On the other side, you saw how fast pressure can make a team fall apart. The goalie's weak punch and the mix-up with his defender for the final goal was the last mistake in a second half filled with nerves. A team trying to win a championship cannot make mistakes like that. They stopped playing that game, they stopped being brave, and they got punished for it. The players looked completely shocked after the game, and you can see why. So, what does this all mean? For Wolves, this point is monumental. It's a huge boost for them and could give them the confidence they need to survive. For us now, it's a catastrophe. They threw away 2 points. Their lead is now shaky, and everyone is asking the same old questions about their mentality. They were amazing. They took total control, and then they just let it all slip away. This 2-2 thriller wasn't just another game. It was a psychological earthquake in the title race. The only question now is, can Arsenal recover, or is this the moment we all look back on when their championship dreams fall apart? Thanks for watching. This is Touchline Talk. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share. It goes a long way in helping our channel. Membership is open. Thanks, and see you on my next video.